Hey everybody, video here for you today. Now I like bringing you ancient history news in any way I can. Today we are going to go down and read about a discovery that was made down here. This story just broke today. This is Tuna al-Jabal in Egypt along the Nile here. But right over here there are some ancient tombs, and there was a pretty good discovery made in this area, so let's just read. Now, I will leave a few websites below, but it says a picture taken on January 30th, 2020 shows limestone sarcophagi discovered among many archaeological finds in the 3,000-year-old communal tombs dedicated to the high priest in Tuna al-Jabal in the Minya Governorate. The archaeological mission, about 300 kilometers south of Egypt's capital, Cairo, found 16 tombs filled with 20 sarcophagi, including a wooden sarcophagus of the sky god Horus, the Antiquities Ministry announced. The communal tombs, dating back to around 2600 BC, were dedicated to the high priest of the god Djehuty. And it also says, among the new treasures presented, 20 sarcophagi made from limestone and etched with hieroglyphic text, 5 wooden coffins, and hundreds of amulets and 10,000 blue funerary statues. But there was also some human remains found in here, but this is always pretty big news when sarcophagus and amulets and statues are found in what must have been an unlooted tomb. Here it says, a picture taken on January 30th, 2020 shows a wooden sarcophagus discovered among many archaeological finds. There were 20 sarcophagi, including a wooden sarcophagus of the sky god Horus. And I am assuming this is the sky god Horus. That's the way it kind of appears to me there. Now here is another pic of a sarcophagus that was discovered, and this appears to be laid down in a cross-type open area right down here. It says the shared tombs were dedicated to the high priest of the god Djehuty and senior officials from the late period around 3,000 years ago. They were from the 15th nome, an ancient Egyptian territorial division ruled over by a provincial governor. Here it says a stone sarcophagi was dedicated to the god Horus, and on the other website it said a wooden sarcophagi. Maybe there was both. But it says the ministry also unveiled 10,000 blue and green funerary figures, 700 amulets, some made of pure gold, bearing scarab shapes, and one bearing the figure of a winged cobra, painted canopic jars, which the ancient Egyptians used to store the entrails of their mummified dead, were also unearthed. Here is a look at some of the 10,000 blue-green funerary figures, and it looks like they have really tiny hieroglyphics on them. They are all unique, and each of them tells a story. But the colors all represented something, and these look more green than blue, and green was the color that Osiris is depicted a lot. Rebirth, regeneration, green, life, growth. But I just thought this was a pretty cool find. They're not kings, but some pretty interesting sarcophagus were found. Also, a wooden coffin here, and they say there are some coffins or sarcophagi dedicated to the god Horus, but also 10,000 funerary figures, these little statues, and it looks like they all have unique inscriptions on them, and also gold was found in this tomb, so very cool when you find a tomb that hasn't been totally looted or carted away what was in there. These were very important people. They were the nobles, and this period around 3,000 years ago, you might say, well, who is the god Djehuty? Well, that is just the Greek name of Thoth, so I'm not sure why they didn't call it just Thoth here, because this comes from 3,000 years ago. That is a story that broke today from Egypt. Whenever tombs are found that haven't been looted, it's always pretty cool. So I just thought I would make a video on that. Hope you thought that was interesting, and you all have a very nice day.